Good morning, students. Today we will start a new topic in chapter 5 heat, which will be temperature. Temperature, as you know, is the measurement of degree of hotness or coldness of a body. That means when you touch any object, you find the object appears hot or sometimes it appears cold. So this appearance of hotness or coldness can be determined in terms of its temperature, which measures the degree of hotness or coldness of a body. How it can be, let us say, it is degree of hotness or coldness of water. But to measure the temperature of a body, as you know, we require an instrument, and this instrument is called thermometer. Where thermo means heat and meter is measurement. So you can see this is the instrument which measures the heat of water. Now coming to temperature has got units like degree Celsius, degree Fahrenheit, but its SI unit is Kelvin. SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. Now when you write Kelvin, we don't put degree sign to it. For example, if a body has a temperature of 10 Kelvin, we write only 10. Either you write KLVIN or you write 10 only K. But we don't put any degree sign to it. Now you know that to measure the temperature we require thermometer. If you see the thermometer, you will find it has got a very narrow tube which is called capillary. This is how it looks. This is the capillary whose lower part has the bulb in it, and it is this bulb that stores mercury. Whenever this bulb becomes hot, that is when this bulb comes in contact with the hot body, the mercury inside will become hot and will begin to rise. This has got some divisions. These are the divisions like 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 degrees Celsius and so on. And each bigger division has got 10 small divisions in it. I cannot show 10 small divisions due to space problem, but you should know that every big division has got 10 small divisions. Now when mercury rises, due to the reason it becomes hot, it may reach to any of the divisions. Say for example, mercury has risen and has reached up to 30, which means that the body temperature is 30 degrees Celsius. Now same way we have the protection to be given to this, that's why we cover it with a glass. This glass provides protection to the capillary and also to the bulb. Now the reason comes, why do we take thermometer? I mean mercury in this thermometer. Due to various reasons we take number one the only metal which comes in a liquid state. Then it expands uniformly because it is opaque, so it can easily be visible, and it also measures a very large range of temperature. Because temperature is melting, the freezing point is minus 35 degrees Celsius, so it can measure the temperature of a very hot body also. So these are the various reasons why we take mercury in this thermometer. We also use alcohol as a liquid in thermometer sometimes because alcohol can measure the temperature even below minus 35 degrees Celsius. But has got only one disadvantage, that cannot measure the temperature of a body that has a very high temperature. So alcohol this is the reason why we take mercury as a thermometer. Now, if you take this scale of thermometer, which is a the Celsius scale, then it will be starting with 0 and will have the last division as 100 degrees Celsius, where 0 degrees Celsius is the lower fixed point which represents the ice point or melting point of ice, and the upper fixed point is 100 degrees Celsius which represents the boiling point of water. Same way we can also measure we have the temperature in terms of Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit is another scale of temperature where you can keep the reading in terms of Fahrenheit. One thing also you should know here, the normal temperature of a human body, which is 37 degrees Celsius or 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. So this much you have to study about the thermometer. And next class we will see different scales of temperature, which again will be very important. So you should learn why do we take mercury in the thermometer, what are its advantages. These all things you should learn. Thank you.